Before you post, it's a warning you've probably heard before in this social media era, but can what you post land you in serious trouble with the law?
News 4's Marissa Perlman looks into whether you can be sued for your online habits. Marissa?
Well, Jackie, it's no secret people seem to be more gutsy when they say things online. Internet trolls take it to the extreme. But many of you at home could even be guilty of posting a snarky comment or two somewhere on the internet. What you might not know is that it can land you in legal hot water and cost you some serious cash.
There are certain avenues that allow you to sue someone for posting images or saying certain things on social media.
On your Twitter or Facebook feeds, it's more than likely you'll find an unflattering photo or post about a stranger. But what if this were to happen to you? Hundreds of people like, share, and comment. Do you have any legal recourse against it? Law professor and social media expert Mark Bartholomew says yes.
If you took someone's picture without their permission and posted it on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, that you're violating their publicity rights, their rights in their own image.
And a lot of times this happens without you even knowing.
Oftentimes what you're doing is a violation of the law. It's just that people aren't aware of this because the technology is so new.
These cases are rare. Most of the time what happens online stays there and no one bothers to sue. But Bartholomew says that's changing.
We see a situation where the courts are thinking, yeah, maybe this is a law that just doesn't apply to celebrities, it applies to regular people too. And once we get a little momentum in that direction, I could see more of these lawsuits.
Social media and online content litigation are one of the fastest growing legal specialties here in the U.S. And the number of cases filed every month has risen consistently since 2007.
You have a right to your own image, and people can't take that without your permission.
The key to being sued online is defamation. It has to be a post that's harmful to your reputation in a tangible way.
Defamation refers to a situation where you say something that is usually untrue and maligns someone's character in a way that harms them. Just posting that picture of someone that's unflattering, that's not defamation.
For avid social media users, it's those posting anonymously that makes them want to take action.
People don't feel bad at all, which is kind of the worst thing about social media. They're just behind the screen typing whatever, and then they just log off and never think twice.
Especially with like girls and stuff, like I feel like they're a lot more apt to like be mean or something like that just because like it's not face to face. So I think that kind of gives people more confidence than they would in person.
And if you've fallen victim to this social media crime, know there are options.
Will you ever get that embarrassing photo off the web? Maybe not, but you can at least try to vindicate your rights.
But you better know who is posting about you.
If you can't find that anonymous poster, you're kind of out of luck.
And of course, if you're posting something online, be careful of what kind of attention it might bring.
You might attract the kind of post and response that could be upsetting, could harm your profile, could even be defamatory.
Now, Don and Jackie, one interesting point here. These days, you can actually hire a service that can manage your entire social media life for you. There's a company called Reputation Defender. It acts almost as like a crisis public relations for your social media profile. It's very expensive, though. It can cost you between hundreds of dollars to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on, of course, who you are.
So. Yeah, and how much you need.
Now,
right?
you know I rarely post.
Yes.
Yes. But, you know, we talked about this before. I've always thought that if you take a picture of someone in a public place, that you can post it. That is legal. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is referring to something in regards to defamation, which means typing something or changing somebody's image where it really harms their reputation. It has to be really, really damaging.
And somebody has to decide the harm.
Exactly,
there.
and that's why these cases are so few and far between when they're in the courts, because they're very expensive to fight and they're so rare.
Yeah, great.
Interesting.
Right. Thank you so much, Marissa.